Welcome to another episode of AdventureSphere. Tonight I'll be covering Jerry Lee Armstrong, a teenager missing from Hernando, Mississippi. But first, become part of our family by subscribing to our channel, stay up to date by ringing the notification bell, and share our content to help spread awareness of how we can help recover missing loved ones free of charge. You never know who may see it, how hurt their heart may be if their family's incomplete, or how you may be a hero to them. Information shared in this episode is open sourced. The places I'll mention are shared with my blessing, so Jerry can be reunited with his family, regardless who higher powers work through. The description box has our email address if you'd like to share insight on any cold case confidentially, know someone missing with a vehicle and would like them featured on our channel and searched for, or to donate equipment. Jerry Lee Armstrong, then 17, is missing from Hernando, Mississippi. Jerry's last date of contact was 2 days before Christmas, on December 23rd, 1977. He was seen dropping his girlfriend off at her home after his senior prom. He was driving his brother's white, two-door, 1973 Pontiac Le Mans with red and black stripes down the side. The Mississippi license plates are DAY458. The DeSoto County Sheriff's Department is investigating. They can be reached at 662-469-8027. The Mississippi Bureau of Investigation can be reached at 662-934-3029. Jerry's birth date is August 6th of 1960. He would be 62 today. The prom was held at the National Guard Armory there in Hernando. Let's see here. He was also the quarterback of the football team for his high school. One theory as to his disappearance is that the local... The local KKK accidentally killed him in a case of mistaken identity. Jerry's brother James was dating a white woman, which could have angered some of the local population. Authorities speculated Jerry was killed accidentally, and let's see here. Later, his brother James, who owned the car, died from a gunshot wound to his chest in 1984. His death was ruled a suicide, but his mother and brother Johnny doubted the finding. Johnny said the police failed to thoroughly investigate Jerry's disappearance. A recent investigator said that valuable documents were missing from his file. Let's see here. Authorities haven't ruled anything out in his disappearance and felt Jerry was a run-of-the-mill teenager. No enemies, no reason to fight or hurt anyone. He worked at the local gas station. Their mother, Mary, passed away in 1987, but Johnny is alive and hopes to find answers surrounding Jerry's disappearance. Let's see here. So the DeSoto Times in November of 2009 had an article that stated there are partial human remains were found in Arkansas in 2001, and forensic experts are determining if they belong to Jerry Armstrong. His family had recently provided DNA samples in hopes that they were a match. Unfortunately, they were determined to not be Jerry's, but they do belong to a male between the ages of 16 and 19. He was discovered in Pontiac County in 2001. It was just about 80 miles from Hernando. The Pontiac County had no one missing at that time, fitting the description of the discovery. Fishermen found him in a ditch near the St. Francis River when the water had receded. The article says that Jerry's disappearance was then believed to be linked to a hate crime, something they didn't believe when Jerry initially went missing. Then in 2015, the same newspaper said that, Johnny Armstrong believed that Jerry was an intended target because Jerry was appointed the position of the head quarterback, and certain populations did not appreciate that if they had white children. Let's see here. So Johnny's brother Jimmy was with James the weekend that he was shot in the chest and supposedly killed himself. The coroner said he had passed from cardiac arrest. Jimmy said James wasn't mad about anything to make the suicide plausible. Their mother was 49 when she passed away. Died in 1987. Oh, Johnny believes that the Klan blocked roads off and planned to bury the car. Jerry had too much for him going for him to run away. Jerry's girlfriend lived in the east end of town in the Dark Quarters neighborhood, south of the intersection of Bahalia and Craft Road. Let's see here. So Jerry believes he was killed on Craft Road and buried in the landfill. So let's see here. I'm using the intersection for Google Earth here. I'm using the intersection of Bahalia and Craft Road at 11 p.m. when he dropped his girlfriend off at her home. I'm assuming Jerry had decent vision to drive at night, but I was wondering how often he went to his girlfriend's home. Was he familiar with the roads in the area? Why would he have taken Craft over Bahalia? Let's see here. So you might have already seen Interstate 269 there. It was built in 2011, so that was in existence when Jerry disappeared. And right near the intersection of where Jerry dropped his girlfriend off at is the Lewisburg High School. That was built in 2006, so that too was built after Jerry's disappearance. Water in the area included the Bean Patch Creek and Camp Creek Canal. Let's see here. The Armory is at 3003 McCracken Road in Hernando. Let's see here. So if you look at Craft Road and you take it back toward town, there's the first pond that he encounters is 2,000 feet from the intersection. Then there's another one a mile down from the intersection. And then the next pond is at 5.25 miles, 5.2 miles down on Craft. And then a little bit further down from there, 6.5 miles, there looks to be a new pond, but there's also a new housing development there, and sometimes they do build water features to attract people purchasing a home in their neighborhood. If it was a nefarious event, he could have been taken to the Mississippi River that's 22 miles west. The Arcabutla Lake is 13.5 miles southwest. Stardust Lake is 25 miles south, and the Abbott Pond is only 5.3 miles from the intersection, but it's also closer into town, and they might have been spotted. If it was the KKK, I'm unfamiliar with their history of drowning people, but I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. It's certainly easier to dispose of a vehicle in water than to dig a big old massive hole, and it's quicker too. I'd like to believe that if he is in water, he was avoiding critters out for a midnight stroll to the local watering hole. If you liked this episode, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't, and ring the notification bell to receive progress reports. If you have a few cents for a cup of coffee or two, please consider donating through one of the links in the description box. It'll go toward sonar equipment and other necessities to help find Jerry and other missing loved ones. The holidays will soon be upon us, and although it hasn't been said to me yet, being reunited with their loved one is the greatest gift a family can receive. One of our first 300 subscribers will receive a free gift card, so be sure to subscribe if you'd like an opportunity to win. Immediate donation links are in the description. Kickstarter and GoFundMe campaigns are coming soon. I'm going to let the video play out for a few more minutes here so you can see the entire search area. If I missed something, please let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, and remember that we love you.